excited. God just keeps opening doors, and I'm just trying to respond and go the direction He wants me to go. And so I'm grateful for the training that you all provide here, and all the
Excited. God
support in this.
opening doors and
Oh, that was so weird. It just cut her off. Jasmine, are you still there?
Yes, I got like my
Okay.
recorded me or something.
Okay, sorry. Yeah, we
But
started the recording. Go ahead.
I want to, if Paige wanted to say anything, because she's, doing her first launch tonight. Do you want to say anything, Paige?
Hey guys, good morning. Yes, I'm so excited. Thank you, Sister Jasmine. I'm so excited for the team and the Zoom for today. And also Monday through Friday, I'm always seeing you guys. Love you guys so much. I'm excited for the team that God has given me, like ones that's been helping me, like Nilbert and Lovey and Jasmine and Trina, and then just getting so much advice. I'm a little nervous for the meeting because I've never done, like, I don't know, I guess for myself, I'm just trying to show for myself because I'm really so down to show up for everyone and serve others. So just pray for me. And if you're able to jump on our wellness launch this evening, that'll be like super dope to be able to hear, just to be able to collab and talk and chat and all, as the community that we are. So I'm just excited for tonight. Thank you guys for letting me chat.
Thank you. Yeah, thanks, Paige. Excited for you guys. So happy you guys are putting events together. We all know they're going to be successful. Don't even second guess yourself, right? Though they're all going to be successful as long as you're inviting and people show up, even if one person's in the room. It just that's the event, right? And so it's just a beautiful thing to be able to share the gift of 3 and what we have. So thank you guys so much for being on today. All right, so happy Monday. I am thrilled to be here with all of you guys today. We have a couple things coming up, right? We've got leadership event this weekend. So for those of you guys who are 3 stars and above, hopefully we'll see you in Vegas. Does everyone raise your hand if you're... Wow. Okay, there's a lot of energy behind me just now. You're headed to Vegas. Okay, my whiteboard's headed to Vegas. Okay, so we're excited. We're going to be in Vegas together this weekend. It's going to be phenomenal. If you're a 1-star and a guest as well, that's great. We're so excited to have you as a rising star at the leadership event this weekend. And then also, we have Dr. Dan going on the road. So I don't know if you guys have seen that. Have you guys all seen Dr. Dan's on the road? Okay, so it should be up already on the3wall.com. But if not, real quickly, I'll just share the dates for Dr. Dan and the cities that he's going to be in. Sorry, just one second. Let me move all this over. Okay. And so these are the updated dates. Let me get over here again. And so you guys can take a screenshot real quickly, or maybe George can take a screenshot and share this. So here's the dates for Dr. Dan on the road. So February 4th coming up, Iowa, 2 times in Iowa, February 4th and 5th, St. Louis, February 6th, Lehigh Valley, PA, February 11th, Morristown, New Jersey, February 12th, Dallas, Texas, Thursday, February 13th, and Jacksonville, Florida, March 5th. So we're excited to have Dr. Dan back out on the road. Can you guys see that okay? Okay, good. George got a screenshot and he just put it in the chat. Make sure that you guys are inviting people to that event. I always say it's better to hear it from the source, right? Like we can share tools and videos, and that's why we always say, don't be a fool, use a tool, send links from your app that have Dr. Dan explaining the product so you don't have to be a product expert. Okay. So there's that. All right. The next thing I want to talk about, wait, let me see. Did I get all the housekeeping?
Yeah,
I think so.
And this weekend.
Yeah. So we talked about leadership event this weekend. Mm-hmm. Dr. Dan's coming up on the road. And I think that's it for right now. Okay. All right. So we have a lot going on.
The last week to qualify for the trip.
Yes. Okay. That was my next one. Thank you, George. Yeah. So this is the last week to qualify for the trip. So you guys, if you want to look in your back office under Cabo qualifications, and who was messaged? Okay. I know Christine and Antoinette were all talking about like how much we really wanted to go to Vietnam. And then I looked at the resort in Cabo and I was like, I'm just going to tell you, they're like little villa suites. I mean, they're beautiful. And I think it's a little bit more feasible to get to Cabo for a lot of us. It'll be quicker, a little bit, more affordable. It's a 24-hour flight to Vietnam. So for the majority of us, I'm like, I don't know. I think that George and I for sure, and I know George and I are going to Cabo. We've decided officially, we've changed our mind. So I wanted to let you know that, okay? We've changed our mind. George and I will be in Cabo. We want to hit that resort. I want to be there. I love Cabo. If you've never been, honestly, I love it. Like it's just a great place to visit. Always great weather, which if you guys were on some of the last trips, I feel like we got a little bit rained out. So I'm hoping, and it's going to be, I think it's like monsoon season or something for Vietnam during that time of year. So I'm excited to go to Cabo. I think we're going to have great weather. I just bank on it. It's going to be a great trip. So if you want to hustle for that, look at the dial in your back, or the Cabo in your back office, see how close you are. And I did a call with a gal yesterday that was a 2-star. She's like, I don't think I can make it. I'm like, girl, you're more than halfway there. Like, two pro packs, 4 builder packs. Like, let's go. How can I help you close this out this week? Like, I don't want to miss you in Cabo when you're only 4 packs away, right? So, I mean, you guys consider that. And that's something I would really hustle for this week. Okay. Before you get to leadership event, close it out. All right. So get that trip earned. And then tell your family. Be like, hey, we're going to Cabo. Okay, so it's going to be great. Alrighty. So I'm excited about it too. I am. I'm really excited about the Cabo trip. Okie dokie. I'm trying to think of what else. Okay, so we did it. It's Monday, so I have to cover all the things. Watch the calendar this week. I'll be presenting Thursday night again. I know, Michelle, we recorded it. It's somewhere up on the thing, but I'll be presenting the new presentation, the new slide deck this Thursday at 7 p.m. Central on this Zoom link. So you're welcome to invite guests here as well. And I'm excited to do that for you right before we head out to Vegas.
Yeah.
What day do we leave?
Friday.
Okay. Wait, I can't remember what day we leave again. I talked to so many people. Okay, so Friday. All righty. So that is that. Cannot wait to see all of you guys in person. It's going to be so much fun. It's like my favorite thing. So make sure you get there too. Okay, now I'm going to dive in. I had a topic for today, and I hope this will help, because I think sometimes in this particular industry, I feel like because so much of your success is based around what you personally are or are not doing, what you personally are thinking or are not thinking, and what you're personally feeling or could be feeling better at. Okay, so I wanted to talk a little bit today about belief, and specifically belief in 5 key areas. Okay, so go ahead, feel free to take snapshots or whatever, but this is being recorded. You'll be able to watch it again online. And so I'm going to share real quickly my screen. This is what I've learned. I was thinking about how many years I've been in network marketing now. And granted, I'm not like a major expert, like 30 plus years like George or Christine or, something like that. But I've been doing it a little bit enough now that I feel like there's some things that I've learned. Okay, so I hope I can impress upon you some of the things that I've learned when it comes to really believing bigger and really believing bigger in this industry. Because when I first started, again, I was a part-time personal trainer. I was already in outside sales. I was traveling. And so the last thing I wanted was to be another salesperson. Has anybody ever felt that way? You're like, I never want to feel like that. I don't want to feel like a used car salesman. That's not my game, right? Now, not that sales is a dirty word for me, but I wasn't sure that I had the belief in network marketing. To me, it was like, I had an uncle who wasn't successful in like Amway or something. So I just wasn't sure that it was for me. And it wasn't until I kind of like got rid of the junk, because that wasn't my experience. It was my uncle's experience, right? So, and I just let myself like be more open and embrace the idea that this could be something really big in my life. That's when everything changed. I love this quote by Robert Kiyosaki. He says, network marketing gives you the opportunity to face your fears, deal with them, overcome them, and bring out the winner that you have living inside of you. And that's exactly what happened. I look at what happens to a lot of people when they get into network marketing. It starts out with like a little mustard seed of faith that this is going to work. And as they start seeing success, boom, it blooms into a whole big flower, right? And it's a big, beautiful picture. And so I want to say that was how I felt. I mean, it really was true. It wasn't until I really started digging in and working on my belief in the industry and taking action on that, that everything changed. I went from making a couple $100 a month to over 6,000. And I was like, oh, it works. Okay. And then what did I do? I took two people to that. I took two people to that 6,000. What happened then? I went to 6 figures, right? So it really was that simple, but there was this key moment where I stopped doubting all the things. And I said, what if I just believed? What if I just plugged in? What if I just followed the system?
I think the whiteboard is too
The
exciting.
whiteboard is excited.
Let's
My
leave it.
energy is too much for the whiteboard behind me. Okay. All right. So we're going to talk about developing belief in your network marketing business. And there's 5 key areas. So we want to build knowledge, confidence, and then we want to put feeling behind these. We want to put feeling behind these. So if you're brand new and you're like, I want to skyrocket to success, this is a great conversation for us to have today. Okay. And so why should you believe? All right. Well, here's the deal. Your network marketing journey starts with your belief and ends in freedom. What do you want? Like, what is it why did you say yes to this? Was it because of the products? Was it because of the opportunity, or both? Did you see yourself being able to earn, additional income? Did you see yourself being able to help others? Like, what is that why that makes you go, yeah, I said yes to this because I saw myself having a better quality of life and being able to share that with others. And that's where I started. It wasn't until I really, dove in that things changed. But so it's really rooted in belief. Your success, like the more you believe, the more confident and effective you are, you'll see everything change right in front of you. It's like a whole new manifestation. It's like a whole new reel, right? That you're watching, like your life changes with network marketing. So the first thing I want to talk about is belief in the products. Do we have science-backed products? Yes. Yes. Do we have products that like they're not on trial? They work. Nobody's died from using them. That's a key indicator that they work. Okay. People feel good on them. Do people call you and say, these products make me feel good? Have you ever seen a before and after picture of somebody on the Visage or the collagen or the Eternal? Yes. Do we have a lot of really beautiful stories about how the products have worked inside of them as well, giving them more natural energy, helping them be able to sleep better at night? Yeah, we have evidence. We have evidence that the products work, right? So if you're brand new, maybe and you've never tried the products, your belief in the products might be like, oh, well, I've heard they're good, right? But if you've tried them and you've put them in your body and you've had your own personal experience, chances are you're going to be a 10 out of 10 in this area, right? You're like, I know the products work. I've seen them. I've watched the way that they've worked in my life and worked in the lives of others, right? So your belief in the product really is essential because you're looking for authentic enthusiasm. And that's what drives duplication in sales. That's what drives your business experience moving forward, is being able to share those personal experiences. So the biggest product you have, actually, is it the products themselves? No, it's you on the products. It's you using the products daily. It's your personal testimonial on the product. You got to sell yourself first before you can go out and share them with other people, right? So you want to feel good. The biggest thing that people tell me is they say, Adrianne, I started in on these and I just feel good. I have more clarity of mind. I can focus better. That's a huge story. You're like, wow, well, they didn't say that you didn't say it cured their cancer or anything like that. No, they said, I feel good. That's a good indicator. And that is $1 million story. That is enough. That's enough on its own for somebody to say, I feel different. I feel better. Okay. So we want to be able to try that story on and be able to share it with others. Okay. So if your belief in the products has kind of been waning, I ask you, how many products are you taking in a day right now? Are you taking 1 sachet of Eternal and that's it? Are you doing the Revive on top of it? Are you doing the multivitamin, the Vitalite? The more products you take, the bigger your belief will be. Have you tried the Visage skincare system yet? Because I guarantee you won't talk about it until you have. You can let people know you've had it, but when you have your own personal experience, guess what? There your conviction lies. Okay, so try all the products, put them in your body. The best way you can gain belief in this area is by using them consistently. All right, let's talk about belief in the company. All right, it's important that you trust your company. I promise everybody will attest to this. If you've been in any other companies, it's important that you trust your company, okay? We have stability. We have leadership. We have vision, right? We've got a strong mission and values. You remember the 3 Ps? What are we about? People, purpose, and platform. Greater health to the people, a greater purpose through a global caring community, a platform for a dynamic, unparalleled entrepreneurship internationally, right? We're bringing together a global culture here of health and wellness and vitality the world round. So I look at that and I'm like, that is a strong mission. Not a lot of companies take that on, where they're like, we're a global, mission here to help people feel better, right? People, purpose, platform. And so you can research the company's history and the leadership. What I'll tell you right now, Daniel Picu, my husband and I have known him for over a decade now. We've seen him in other businesses, even before network marketing. I've seen his work ethic. I know his grit, his tenacity. I know his heart. I know where his leadership lies. He is stalwart, right? In his mission to build $1 billion company. He's not going anywhere. He's got very clear vision when it comes to how this company is going to build, and our numbers show it. We wouldn't have done over 100 million in revenue in the first 18 months if we didn't have that strong vision of what we're building and creating here, right? What about the science? When we talk about belief in the company, is our science different? Do we believe in cellular molecular biology? Do we believe that when you get good quality supplements that they absorb better? Do you believe that? Absolutely. I mean, and Dr. Dan will give you all the science behind it, right? And that's one reason I said, get on the road with him. If you can get to one of those road shows, I would, and I wouldn't go alone. I'd bring people with you so that they can hear, his experience, 17 years in the industry, 16 patents granted under pending, Caltech trained, PhD in organic chemistry. I think he knows what he's doing, right? He's an influencer on TikTok and Instagram. You can follow what he's up to. Like that, those two together, just Daniel Picu and Dr. Dan, that's the 1-2 punch, right? We are building a multi-billion-dollar company with those two at the helm. And I'll tell you what, they're incredible leaders. Absolutely. I have seen Daniel have to make hard decisions. He always does what's best for everybody. He does his job to do what's best for everybody. I have seen Dr. Dan have to make hard decisions about products and certain, things that have been put out, and what can we say and what can't we say. We can't make claims to cure, prevent, or treat any type of disease, but boy, do we have some powerful stories. I mean, you can contact him at science@iii.earth anytime. He's showing his leadership. He's put himself out there. So those are things that I think about. And of course, you want to attend events like we talked about. Those of you who are attending the leadership conference this weekend, oh my goodness, you guys are in for a treat. Briefly spoke with the company about that. I'm very excited about what's coming this weekend. And you really just want to get connected. If you're not plugged in, do you have power? Right? If you have a light in your room and you're like, oh, I need light, but you don't plug it in. Right? Do you know what I'm saying? Like, you personally have to plug yourself in first, right? So you want to plug yourself in first. Okay. Belief in the industry. How many of you guys have researched the network marketing industry, or you've been in it long enough to know that it's a viable business? You could just raise your hand. Yeah. I mean, and there's evidence. You guys are watching each other right now. Flip through, see whose hands are raised. You guys, this is a proven business model. And not only is it proven in North America, it's proven the globe over to be quite successful. Did you know there's network marketing companies in Europe and in South America, and they're nothing tied to the US? I mean, it's interesting to me just how much leverage and scalability and residual income is made in this industry. And yet it's sometimes it's highly overlooked. It's overshadowed because we have all these, other people who are talking a lot about having, affiliate marketing, having a viable product and sharing it and getting paid to do so. And now, I mean, the noise is so loud with social media and YouTube and everything else. But what we have has been around forever. Before there was really all this affiliate marketing and social media marketing jazz and all that. Oh my goodness. We had people, what was that guy? I'm trying to think of the guy that went to jail because sorry, hold on. Hang on here with me. Remember the guy that went to jail because he believed in network marketing? What's his name? The guy that was in that Watkins. What was it? J.R. Watkins. Do you remember? He had a whole television series done on him about the history of network marketing. Okay. You remember he went to prison because they had to prove that they sent him to jail because they told him network marketing wasn't a real company, and he won his lawsuit and came out of jail. Do you remember his name?
Yeah.
Wayne something. Anyways, I remember watching that. Isn't it like called The Greatest Salesman or something like that? Okay, never mind. I'm mixing up stories.
He was gonna go to jail. He didn't.
Yeah, he ended up not going to jail because they proved that network marketing was a viable business model, that they had a real product. So here's how you know. Here's how you know we're not a pyramid scheme, right? We have a viable product. At the end of the day, people have a product that they can use, they can put in their mouth. We're not selling pieces of paper or little coins. We're selling something people can actually consume, okay? We're not selling that. You know, the second thing is that there's history for people having earned lots of income in network marketing. There's history in our own company. Look what's happening with Kim Wee and Samson and Chloe Zhao. You know, look what's happening with Holly and Corbin Roush and Ricky and Francoise and, you know, all of the greats that are happening right now, all of the success that's being built up, right? I don't toot our own horn, but I'm very happy with the amount of pay that we're experiencing here in 3. I'm really happy about what my team is doing. And of course, we're always here to do more. So I'm seeing what's happening, right? You want to listen to those stories, put them in your pocket. They're like tools you put in your tool belt for knowing that there's people out there that are participating in 3 and earning income. And that right there, you guys, is enough. Okay, so, I kind of switched into this, but let's just briefly talk about it. So belief in the opportunity matters, right? If you don't believe, neither will your prospects, neither will the people that you talk to. How many of you guys have earned, by raise of hand, $1 in 3? 3 has paid you $1. 3 has paid you $5. 3 pays you $10. 3 has paid you $100. 3 has paid you $200, $300, $400, $500. Has anyone earned over $1,000 yet? Yes. Okay, look at the hands. This is what I'm talking about. This is a viable business. This is an income opportunity, okay? Your energy and your confidence, that's what influences others. All you would have to do is say, I'm earning income in 3. I'm earning income in 3 is paying me to talk about this. Can you believe that? Can you believe I'm out here sharing why I feel so good on these products and this company is paying me to do it? Like, you guys, your energy and your confidence in that is huge. If they've ever paid you $1, has 3 paid you? Yes. Start building up that belief, that momentum on that. Learn the compensation plan inside and out. My goodness, George and I, it's like repetitive. How many times we share the compensation plan and what this means, right? I had it on the whiteboard back there, how to get started, right? In the comp plan and earn income. You want to surround yourself with successful earners. Those of you who are headed to the leadership event this weekend, I'm so excited for you to be around. This is who's being successful in our business right now. And guess what? We're just getting started. The people who are going to take us to the promised land financially, we haven't even talked to yet. We are only 19 months into this thing, okay? 24 come May, right? So, I mean, you guys, this is a big deal. So, and also you want to set and achieve small financial goals, like Janet, who sold a box of Eternal. That's a win. That's a win. She got paid for that, right? So it's all of those little things that add up. Okay. Last but not least, my favorite part, and this is the part that I feel like we work with on a lot, is the foundation of your success is self-belief. Okay, so do you believe in yourself? Belief in yourself. I just saw that typo. Belief in yourself. Okay, so how can you boost your own confidence? How can you boost your own? And we kind of already talked about it up to this point, right? But I always say personal development, network marketing, it holds a mirror in front of your face. Every day you wake up and it says, is this who you are today? Right? And it can feel a little bit like a roller coaster because in our lives, we're on a roller coaster. We're living ups and downs of life, right? That's life. That's the chaos and the beauty of life. And so you want to be able to put on your personal development hat every single morning so that the number one business partner you have is yourself every day. So when you guys are reading and listening, you're growing daily. When you're taking action despite fear, confidence follows, right? And you hear me say over and over again too, I always say where there's clarity, there's confidence. But are you clear on seeing yourself in this role? Are you clear on seeing yourself be a professional network marketer? Are you clear on seeing yourself be a servant leader, helping other people win? Are you clear on putting the time and the effort into developing leaders, right? Are you clear that that starts with you? So you want to surround yourself. Again, it's about the supportive community. And I promise you, like every network marketer, we always say every master was once a disaster. And that's because so much of this business is built around your self-confidence, because everybody can get into it. There's no test to get into network marketing. You're here. You said yes. All right, let's go. What does that mean for you? Right? So I think it's super important that you start by just taking care of yourself every day, whether that's morning devotional, meditation, whatever that looks like. You start with you so that you can be healthy and ready to go for the day. You start by putting the products in your body first, and then you go out and you start sharing with others. And that's kind of the way that I like to start my day, and it helps build belief in myself. And of course, the more repetition I've had in doing those, you know, the more personal development I've read in the industry, the more I use the products, the more I share with others, the more conviction, the more belief. All of a sudden I'm like, oh, I got this. I believe I can, right? I'm here and I will, right? So all of that is so key. All right. So I don't want to take too much time, but we'll bring it all together here for you. So a belief is built through consistent action and education. Consistent action and education. So every time that you're not doing a 3x3x3, or every time that you're not using the products, or every time that you're not doing your morning devotional, you're delaying your freedom. You're delaying your results and the thing that you've committed to, right? So where your attention goes, your energy flows. So you want to be consistent with some type of action every single day, at a minimum, the 3x3x3, right? Which, if you guys know, if you go onto our website, ourlegacymakers.com, under the tracking forms, there's a document called the 3x3x3 method. And at a minimum, this is the most important thing that you could get done in your 3 business in a day, is because you're going to connect with 3 people. You're going to present to 3 people, whether that's using a tool or inviting them to an online presentation or doing the presentation yourself. And you're going to follow up with 3 people. And that is at the minimum. That's like the team standard. That's like the bare minimum. Okay. Is the 3x3x3 method. Doing that will create that consistency, that flow. And during it, you're not going to do it alone. You want to do it with your team. You want to do it with other people, and you're building all of that confidence together. So you're learning and earning. You're learning and you're growing in all 5 areas. As you just say, I've committed to this, I'm going to do it, right? So you're doing that, you're learning and you're earning together. And you want to lead by example, because your belief will inspire others. I look at, leaders in our team, Christine Peterson, Antoinette. I look at Nicole Barone. They don't waver. There's no wishy-washiness of if 3 is a great company and we're going to win together. No, that's just already set. It's done. The hat's on. They're wearing the hat. That's it, right? They're wearing the 3 hat. They're wearing the team hat. They're building, they're growing. It's just clear, perfect confidence, no wavering. Right? They know that if there's something that they don't know, that there will be a tool for that there will be somebody else who can lead them to that promised land, right? So you guys, truly bringing it all together there is going to come down to being consistent with the basics always. Okay, so when we talk about building your belief, choose one area this week that you want to strengthen. Choose one area this week you want to strengthen. Maybe you want to learn the compensation plan a little bit better. Maybe you want to see, how do I help people make money in this? Maybe you go into the tracker forms and you look at the document where it shows how to build with builder packs and premium packs. And it shows you how to get somebody from A to Z. The promise, like, get them paid, get your people paid, right? Maybe you share a takeaway with your team. You're like, oh my gosh, I dove into this video by Dr. Dan, or I dove into this video by, somewhere, one of the old leadership events or whatever, and it helped build my strength and I wanted to share it with you, right? Isn't that interesting? I always believe that leaders are reaching out. They're reaching out with integrity and purpose to educate. We educate, they decide, we support, right? So we're consistently educating the team. And you want to stay plugged in. Like I said, you want to keep the power on. You want to keep the lights on. So making sure you show up to this meeting every single day and that you're inviting others to do that too. There's always something to be taken from the morning meeting. there's always somebody sharing a tool, a tidbit, a piece that I go, oh yeah, I needed that today, right? I needed to hear that today. So there's a saying, right? Either the event needs you or you need the event. And I would dare say that anytime you show up, just showing up is a big deal, because there's something is going to be taken away from that that's going to help build your belief, build your confidence, build your residual income here in 3. So we want to take action and watch your business grow. It's so important, right, that you believe and you take action. I promise you a little bit of what might feel, there's so much evidence for everything I just shared, but a little bit, if you're still feeling like in the blind in a certain area of the 5, right, just take one little piece of action on educating yourself a little bit further. Remember, where there's clarity, there's confidence. I love this Mary Kay Ash quote where she says, don't limit yourself, right? Many people limit themselves to what they think they can do, but you can go as far as your mind lets you. What you believe, remember, you can achieve. And I think that's important too. Another amazing, incredible giant that was built in this industry. You just happen to be in one of the newest ones, and we're like a luxury yacht. We are moving fast, furious. Hang on, share, build belief in yourself, and I promise you guys will win. Okay, so that's what I had to share today. I'm going to stop sharing, and I'm going to check the chat to see if there's any questions or anything like that. Oh, thanks, Mei-Ling. She took pictures. That's awesome. Yeah, so anything that you guys want to share. Maybe you want to share something about, there was a moment in your maybe history of network marketing or even in 3 that something changed for you because you decided to believe much bigger, much sooner. And I'll tell you what, my first 18 months in this industry, I will just say this, my first 18 months in this industry, I didn't make a lot of money. But my belief was, like I said, the tiny little mustard seed, right? It wasn't until I attended a big event and was like, I'm just going to stop judging and prejudging this industry, this opportunity. I'm going to stop letting people shake me when they say, is this a pyramid scheme? I'm just going to put it on. I'm just going to put the t-shirt on, put on the team shirt, believe, and go out there and build it big. And that, boom, I wished I hadn't wasted 18 months, because all of a sudden my paycheck went up and everything changed and I had a team of people to work with, right? So anyways, that's my experience. George, I know you want to share something. Go ahead.
Yeah,
I'll mute
I
myself.
was going to share something really quick about the legal part. Amway in 1979 was sued because they wanted to make a network marketing legal, and Amway won, and the FTC lost. Now they try a different approach about 40-something years later, and they lost again in September 2023, trying to go to a different approach, and the judge threw the whole thing out, saying that it didn't make sense.
That's what it was. Yeah.
I think the FTC is going to be away from network marketing for many, many years, because they lost very ugly in September 2023, trying to, they always choose a company, to try to prove that network marketing is illegal, and they had to work with it. How they say, the tail between their legs?
Yeah, they end up walking away with the tail between their legs.
And there was a lot of criticism because they spent millions and millions and millions of dollars in a lawsuit that if they knew they were going to lose. But it was interesting anyway. That was in September 23, just a year and a half.
George is the history guy, right? He knows everything about network marketing. So if you ever have a question about a network marketing company or something that happened in the history of network marketing, ask George, because he will help build your belief up in those areas for this industry and why you're in the best industry on the planet, right? No glass ceiling, the sky's the limit. As big as you believe is as big as your paycheck will be.
And the other thing, we are going to see a very strong growth of network marketing in the next 4 years for many, many reasons that I will be clearly talking during the different calls that we are going to have.
Yeah, and that will help build belief too. Okay, I thought somebody had their hand raised. They wanted to share something about belief. Who was it? Was it Black Crow? No.
We didn't see numbers 3 and 4.
I think they are there.
Oh, you mean in the chat?
In your presentation.
The 4 is on this chat. The 3 is also in the chat.
If you click on the chat, you'll see them there.
Yeah, see.
I'm sorry, I didn't realize they didn't show.
2, 3, 4, 5 are all on the chat. Yeah.
Okay. All righty. Who else would like something? Does anyone have anything they want to say about? Go ahead, Antoinette.
Well, first I want to say, George, thank you for Saturday. That was incredible training. If you have not seen George's explanation of how we make our money, I am begging you to watch it. And I am very good with how to make money. I'm just telling y'all. I'm not good at other things. But for me, I've watched it twice because I want to know more. I want to know how to explain it to other people. But the part that George really helps with is I have other people from other companies, and I have to explain why this pay plan is so amazing. And so the other part, I want you guys to understand, to have compassion for people in other businesses, because literally when Christine Peterson told me, I was like, Christine, I don't think so. Like, it can't be. You know what I mean? So they're not being like deceitful or mean. I just couldn't believe that what I thought I knew for 20 something years was not what everybody else was doing. And so I just ask you to have compassion. And this ties beautifully into tomorrow. I'm going to talk a little bit about what you do as a enroller. And so, Adrian, we didn't even know we were going to do this, but tomorrow I'm going to talk a little bit about that. But please, if you will, I'm giving you homework on top of Adrian's homework. Watch George's video on how we make our money before I speak tomorrow, because it's very important for you to kind of understand that in order to help your new people. So thank you for this training today.
Yeah, so excited. I'm excited to hear yours tomorrow. We had no idea. We were just in sync.
Yeah, the link
So-
to the pay plan is already on the
Yeah.
chat. Yes.
So George just put the link to the pay plan video that Antoinette was talking about in the chat if you guys want to watch it today. Okay. Anyone else like to share something around belief? Okay. I think we did it. All right.
I'd like to share, Adrian.
Oh, yeah. Go ahead, Frank.
I'm driving Uber during the Sundance Film Festival, and you motivated me to take advantage of the captive audience I have in my car and pass out some information about three. So I put together packets of those little cards that tell about each of the products. I'm going to start passing those out to my passengers and talking about this free organization and see if I can't get some interest from all these Hollywood, New York people who come to town to see Sundance.
That's beautiful.
We'll see how that works.
That's so great, Frank. First of all, I love the Sundance Film Festival. You're making me want to come home. Second of all, I would want to be in your Uber because you would change my life. Like if you passed me a card and said, hey, I've got this cool thing that might make you feel a little bit better, and I was headed up to a big festival, I'd be like, can I get it now? Before the festival starts. So I think you'll see some great success with that. I'm happy that your QR code's on there so they can quickly order from you. That's a great idea. Yeah, I'm so happy. All right. Thank you for sharing that. Okay,
Sure.
friends. I don't want to take too much more of your time today because I know we all need to go get to work, right? We need to work on our 3x3x3, introducing 3 new people, presenting to 3 new people, and following up with 3 new people, especially if you're rounding out the Cabo trip for this week before the leadership event. And Georgia's going to put that link in Shout. Great idea. Thank you, Christine. And he just did. Okay, so the pay plan link is also up in Shout. And I'm thrilled, you guys. This is what's so much fun about all of this. Wake up every day, I almost have to pinch myself that we're partnered with you. That we have you guys, that we're working together, that we have this beautiful team to work with. So many of you guys have already had experience in this industry. Some of you guys are just getting started. Like, I believe in you. I just want to say that. You're in it, you can win it. This company's going places, and it's going places because you said yes. So we got to go out there and we got to help other people say yes to 3 and build it big. And we'll see you guys tomorrow. Thanks for being on.
Where do we get the information about Dr. Gubler's trips? Where are the locations and times?
It's up on the 3 wall, and we put it in the chat, but I'll have it shared in Shout as well. Good idea.
Okay, thanks.
Thanks, guys. Have a